Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to Lion Voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
What do you have to tell the people about Rastafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. And left himself. Where's my ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill the lion will come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, I strive, see sufferation, I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come if you tell them in Toronto, straight at east.
But as we come to reggae now, like I said, playing with the brethren, and once I got with the reggae band, I started they recognized my go-go side, and I was trying to bring the go-go over to this band.
Yeah.
And I was on the road with the Itals, even before this Bingy house.
Yes.
On 10th Street you talking about, I was going on the road with the Itals.
Okay.
And I can remember one time, as you see, I speak patois fluent enough.
Yeah.
And I'm a dread growing, and I have a bunch of Rastafari crown.
Yeah.
And we in California somewhere, and I remember we had to leave the place quick. We did a show, we had to leave and get to the next place. So I run in the basement, I wasn't speaking patois. And I said to the girl, I said to the band, I said, look here, man, come on, man. Y'all gotta get all y'all stuff, man. Come on, I gotta get on the bus, we gotta go. You know what I mean? I know y'all talking and this and that here. I'm in a straight southeast zone talking to them, but I'm letting them know, man, y'all gotta get on the bus, we gotta roll.
Yeah.
This girl stopped me, and I carried her to meet the Itals.
Yeah.
When she heard that, she stopped me, she said, wait. You're not from Jamaica. You're Jamaica. You're from DC. Talk again. Talk again. So I said, oh, okay. And the Itals used to let me play percussion at some shows, or smaller shows. The festivals, they let me play percussion. And I had the Congo in me because I'm from DC. So I said, okay, go and reggae. So it started.
Okay, so you started to see the value of your culture now, that this is now something that people want to see as well.
Yeah, yeah. And always then too, when I listen to reggae is a music they play that they strip down the music so much to the bass and drum. When I'm listening, I can always hear that space for the Congo pocket. I always, in any reggae song, I always can hear that. Boom boom. It's Chronic's got a percussion player that play it best.
Yes.
I swear Chronic's got if that you land in DC and hear go-go, Chronic's gone upon a different thing. Yeah, because that you serious.
Yeah, man.
And that's what
Herman the drummer, I believe his name is.
That's what we lose in DC too. What became ever prominent for me doing reggae. In go-go, we do other people's songs. We just do covers. As you said, it's a party music. It's about playing a song where you can sing along, the beat don't stop. So there's no new creativity and no listening for no new lyrics. You can't do that in reggae. Even though reggae have the same rhythm, every man have his own lyrics. As I said, you can't, Capleton can't go chat Beanie lyrics and in them days, the thing, no. You have to come with your own thing. So that's what I started learning, and I started writing. Now, this put me way outside of the go-go family. But I was meeting new audiences, new crowds, going to these other places. Formed my own band, start keeping shows because that reggae band was doing their thing. They went on their own. I would get some of the guys from the go-go band to play with me, and I just kept trying the thing. And I kept trying the thing. And I kept trying. I started this, really, I made my first recording around 91. Like I said, I left and went to the country in 99, down Carolina, came back here in 2004, reformed the band. I did a couple of recordings before I left in 91. Like I said, I did Must Represent, Raspidal gave me a hit. Raspidal and Mugabe gave me hits. Because one day, through my family situation, you know, in them days, Rasta man used to talk, yeah, how much youth you have? You know, boy, you only get one yet, your father, and then, so, and as most black Americans usually say, your father said, boy, I don't know my father, no, never, you know, I get my last name because I grew up my stepfather. And they man, stop, oh, no, you, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Raspidal said to this, and it made me write this song called Son of a One Night Stand. Raspidal said to me, yo, we know you know that. You see, if your father never do nothing else for you in life, your father plant the seed would make you. What you do with your life is up to you. Okay. And so what made me write Son of the One Night Stand now? Because at the same time, we reasoning on the birth of Christ. And him showing me a thing where, watch out, there's a man angel visit Mary and her cousin. What's that now? A man angel. And tell Mary she with child. Now how that look when Mary go back to Joseph and to anybody else? And then we know in humans, we don't say God can't do immaculate, but we know how baby is born. Under certain things, we know how baby is born. So, you know, and Christ come. So when he showed me that and I related to me, said, well, if Christ coming, he's meant to do what he meant in life. And no matter how my mother get pregnant with me, one thing I love my mother for, and I tell her every day, after having 5 boys, and that relationship mash up, because she was married to my brother's father, and then I come, and my biological father, black women in them days was using the coat hanger. And for my mother never used the coat hanger and let me get this life.
Yes, you give thanks.
Thank you, mama.
I get it from my mama. I get it from my mama. I get it, mom. Go down there, go down there, go down there, when I go down there, go down there, go down there. Yeah, I love you, mom. I get it from my mama. Don't she look good now? Here we go, Bob. Johnny BC. Papa up and driver, the hypocrite. Here's a good. Good friends we are. They're the good friends, you know we are.
You know what I mean?
And it wasn't easy for her because living in that time, you can imagine the stress she had having all these boys in the murder capital. As you say, you lost, brothers to violence and different things. So serious things. So take us now to REGGO is out now. What's the first big REGGO song? What's the first official REGGO song?
Wow, man. That's a hard question because I kept recording. I remember Tony Java used to keep I win an award down there, DC Reggae Award, because Tony Java was keeping the DC Reggae Awards and my band got to play that night. And we do so much and people really get to hear the REGGO sound. One of the biggest things that hit hard at the Carter Burn, and that's one of the biggest videos out there on social media now, is Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry. Like I tell you, I've always watched the parallels in Jamaica and Southeast for me. So I'm doing Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry. And when we play it as Bob. We start out like that, play No Woman, and I always say, look, that's Bob Marley. Bob Marley did that song, respect. My name is RAS LIDJ. I can only be the best RAS LIDJ I can be, so can I be myself? And I explained to them, growing up in Southeast DC, I was listening to all the good go-go music. At the same time, my father, who I grew with, was playing to me Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Burning Spear, Bonnie Wailer, all the great reggae music. When Jah bless me with these knots, I get a meditation to myself, and it's like a gift God give, you know, a gift that God give me. And when He give it to me, you know, I asked the crowd, I said, you want to know what I was thinking? Let me tell you what I was thinking. Level, low. If Mr. Nestor Marley was to come to DC and him and Chuck Brown ever would link, but Bob Marley and Chuck Brown never get to link, so they leave it to the band RAS LIDJ, you see. If Mr. Nestor Marley was to come to DC and do it in a REGGO style of party, when RAS LIDJ and the ghetto youth ever get to link, it's gonna sound a little something like this. Listen.
If Mr. Nestor Marley was to come to DC, and him and Chuck Brown ever with a link, but Bob Marley and Chuck Brown never get a link, so they leave it to the band RAS LIDJ. If Mr. Nestor Marley was to come to DC and do it in a REGGO style of party, the Mr. Nestor Marley was to come to, it would have sounded a little something like this. Listen, I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in DC, and get out, hey, up observing the hypocrites, yeah, they would. When you say West, good friends we have, and then the good friends, you know we lost.
I remember. It's the go-go hit then. We played the whole song straight under the go-go vibration. And the crowd just turn up. They gone because that go-go bring that energy. You see what I'm saying? The go-go. So that's one of the biggest hits weekend. And then from there, the Empress did she did a song by Adele. My Empress and Queen, who's in the band, she's a singer, Harmony Black. She did recently she did Gregory Isaac's Night Nurse. I did a live CD, that's what I was telling you about the DC Reggae Awards. I did a live CD then. And then the recent EP, I just talk. Well, before the recent EP, yeah, I did Son of a One Night Stand, all of those songs there.
What's your biggest reggae song to date, you think? Or favorite reggae? Biggest song and then your favorite? So I don't know, it's like picking from children.
It's hard, yeah, it's hard to say. We got REGGO REGGO, Keep It District. We got Tour Bus, which tell about Tony Rebel did With a Nice Place to Live, Sweet Jam Down. So I turn it around and say, oh, with a nice place to live. Washington, you see the problem is the politicians with a sweet place to live. DC town, then around where I live, the tour bus don't come. You know what I mean? So I flip that. So they got tour bus, but then I think we get down. Some of my favorites lately is two. All to the East did really big for me. All to the East. Yes.
So we're gonna play that right now.
REGGO, RAS LIDJ, REGGO, Reggae Liquid Go-Go, alongside original reggae legend called Malcolm. REGGO remix called Hey Fatty Boom Boom, the sweet sugar dumpling. Hey Fatty Boom Boom, let me tell you something. No, not because you're so big and fat. Don't believe I'm afraid of that. Self-praise is no recommendation. I'm making fun creation. Hey Fatty Boom Boom, and now let me tell you something. I said hey Fatty Boom Boom, I wanna see you work that something. Oh hey Fatty Boom Boom, you my sweet sugar dumpling. Yeah. Hey Fatty Boom Boom, let me see you work that something. For me to look like most on a brown dollar bread, I wouldn't